All right, everybody, welcome to BO Boys for Thursday, December 4th. Fuck it, it's a raw feed. We're doing it live in studio. I'm Clayton.
Yeah, I'm Pat. Clayton, we have a big video game movie opening this weekend. So you know what that means? What does that mean?
I don't know.
You know what? I don't think anyone's going to know what that means. We have got, of course, what it means is we've got our chief video game correspondent, the one, the only, from I Screen, You Scream, number 4 movies.
Number 4.
Number 4, Danny Eskamlaji is here. Danny, welcome back to the BO Boys.
Been too long since Minecraft, and this is like the only year of me being on the lowest appearance of the BO Boys this year, which is really damning for me to say the least.
Setting records, always setting new records.
Can I ask you guys this, though?
Okay.
Am I official guest for Starcember?
You're the start of Starcember, yeah, because this is the first episode with a guest in Starcember. So Danny is kicking off Starcember. Are you excited about that, Clayton?
You know I am.
So we've got our first star for Starcember, and it's going to be a huge month. We've got some big things planned. Let's just say it might be a very Merry Kirkmas in a couple of weeks, the end of this month. So this is how you kick off Starcember with the man who knows the video games. All right, let's just get into it. Five Nights at Freddy's is this Friday. And the first one caught everyone with their pants down. Mm-hmm. Clayton, would you say you were caught with your pants down in 2023, October 23? Would you say on air you were caught pantsless?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'll go on record.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll go on record as that.
Okay, so this has been recorded and it's being sent to the proper authorities. Clayton was caught with his pants down October.
No, it's the statute of limitations.
No.
Pants down, you get 2 years.
No, I think it's more than that.
No, it's only 2
Danny,
years.
You know
they got to get
statutes.
you within 2 years.
Is it more than 2 years?
Yeah, it's been more. No, actually, yeah, it's around 2 years, but I want to say it's more than that unless it was next year. So it's been 2 years since it shocked everybody how much Five Nights at Freddy's opened, and it was wild.
Did you see it coming, Danny? I forget. I mean, we could always go back in the archives and have Christopher go through the tapes. But do you remember, were you expecting Five Nights at Freddy's? Is it $80 million in October of 2023? But you knew that was coming.
I didn't know it was coming until the weekend. So when it had a big number that opening Friday, I'm like, oh my God. And I've been looking at pre-sales in my theaters. It's packed like crazy for a IP like that, for fans.
So you saw it coming when it was here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it coming literally right this opening day number came. No one saw that coming.
You saw it was coming in the way that if you're on a beach, when a tidal wave comes, you could say, oh, I saw that tidal wave coming.
Well, no,
you're about to get hit by.
No, it'd be if the tidal wave already hit you.
Yes.
And you said, I saw that coming.
I saw that coming as you were being pulled out to sea. Yeah. But you could still say, I saw that coming as you're.
You can say anything.
Yeah.
Anyone can say anything.
That's what we're going to prove on this episode here, Danny. Anyone can say anything. So, Danny, you did sort of see that coming. You saw it as it was happening. We're a few days out now. That first movie was FTF. It was for the Freddy fans. It was FTFF, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
For the Fazebears.
For the Fazebears. That was FTF for the Fazebears. Are the Fazebears still as excited about this? Are the hardcore gamers and the Freddy Fazebear fans, do you feel it in the fandom that they are still as excited for 2 as they were for 1? Because 1 was an event.
Yeah, they are. They're still excited. I know the first one has been pooted bad outside of the fans, but they're excited to see what's next. And a lot of lore to this movie. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing how it unravels. And I've never played the games. That's the thing. But I've done a lot of research to understand a lot of Freddy fans are out there just pumped to see this movie. So.
Wait, so it is tracking way, way lower than the first one. So it's tracking around 35. Do you think that's a false number? Do you think that there's just people that aren't getting tickets yet? There's going to be walk-up business. There's going to be last-minute business. Is this something where these people, these gamers, are gaming up to the very last minute? they're pressing buttons, they're pressing X and up, down, and to the left, and then right before their showtime, they're pressing buy ticket.
Yeah, they're gonna plan this last minute. Pre-sales have been going up fine the past few days and a week before. So, look, here's what I'll say. What I expect this movie to do opening weekend, it's not gonna match the first opening weekend, and I know it's because it's got Zootopia, it's got Wicked and the runway. So I know it's gonna be fans rushing out only to seeing it. It's got like 2 weeks before Avatar takes over. So I will say the walk-ups are going to be big by this weekend. Last-minute planning will happen. So this 35 to 45, I think it's false. It will.
You think it's false?
I think it will do in the middle, just not in like above what the last one did. It'll just do like in the middle, which is not bad, really. It's not terrible.
Between 35 and 80 is what you're predicting, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so it's 60-ish. We'll get to 50, the hardcore number later. But Danny is almost calling. I wouldn't say he's trying to expose a conspiracy here, but he is saying that this tracking is possibly a false flag.
Well, I think the thing is, Minecraft did what it did without people acknowledging that it was going to happen. They didn't know. And then, obviously that first Freddy movie did that before Minecraft. So my question here to you, Danny, is, did you see Minecraft? You saw Minecraft, of course.
Of course,
right?
I did. Of course I did.
Now, the first Five Nights at Freddy's came out before Minecraft, and it really was shocking. Wow, these gamers are getting the sort of movie they want, and they'll come out for it. And the same thing happened with Minecraft. But I will say that critically, and I think for most people who are fans of both, they would say the Minecraft movie was maybe a better quality movie. Would you not say that to be the case? We're not critics, but just generalized, it was a better made movie with a bigger budget with bigger stars.
Okay, in some departments, yes. I wouldn't say the writing in the department is not good, but I think what people get to enjoy out of this is like the insane amount of memes this movie has. In a positive way, it's really great. So it built upon the memes pretty well.
So then there's no, because I had a theory at BOHQ, we were talking about this by the water cooler, that once the gamers got a load of Jack Black in one of their movies, they might not want to go back to Josh Hutcherson, right?
Right.
And so
it's a bit of a star dip from Jack Black and Jason Momoa, which is Josh Hutcherson and
well, we're not talking Momoa because
he was Aquaman. He was Aquaman in
one movie that people liked, and then a movie that nobody liked and nobody watched,
and several Apple.
But I will
say. C.
You're right. He was in C. So I will. But Josh Hutcherson is in I Love L.A.
Okay.
So one of the buzziest shows.
Let's ask Danny.
Heard about it.
He's our. Well, there we go.
I heard about it. Yeah.
You have heard about I Love.
Have you
LA.
seen clips?
I checked out the first episode. That's it. So I get the idea about. It surprised me. Josh Hutcherson is in that show. Whereas I knew right as Five Nights 2 was coming out like a month or so before, a couple then. So
it's the Hutcherson-isance.
Well, now I have a question too, Danny, about, so you mentioned Avatar, and there's a lot of fans that want to live on Pandora. They want to be there all the time. They come out of the woodwork when these movies come out. Is there a certain group of Freddy fans who always want to be at Five Nights at Freddy's? Like, they want not just 5 nights, they want all nights.
They want to live in the pizzeria.
They want to live in the pizzeria. And is that an element that we're forgetting about?
Yeah, that's true. Some people want to live in that world that remembers how scary or how traumatizing the animatronics were when they lived back in Chuck E. Cheese days, So I could see that world possibility. Those people, and this is my general statement right here. They don't give a fuck about the stars. They don't give a fuck about Josh Hutcherson or Matthew Lillard. Okay, Scream, there's that, but they don't care about any humans in this movie. What they want to see are the animatronics. They're the stars of this at this point.
Great point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Jack Black, Jason Momoa, star of C. It doesn't matter that they're bigger stars than Josh Hutcherson, McKenna Grace. Is that her name?
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
McKenna Grace is in this one?
Yeah, she
Right,
is.
McKenna
I
Grace
heard.
is in this. Yes.
I think
She's
in
in
the
everything.
opening.
She's in everything.
Yes, everything.
But it
she's
doesn't
gonna
matter
be-
because she's a human, and who cares? As Danny said.
I know what's going to happen to her, and I figure it's going to be the opening movie. That's what I will say.
Oh,
So don't ruin movies like Pat does. Pat likes to
Wow.
ruin
No.
movies. And
I
don't
just
do that.
know what's going to happen. I'll say it. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Well,
Good
I mean,
restraint.
it's a
Danny showed good restraint. Good restraint out of Danny.
it's what we call a non-spoiler spoiler.
No,
we know what's going to happen now.
I
So
think
he did
that's-
spoil it.
I think that's great restraint.
No,
out of
Danny, you did spoil
No,
it. But that's
no,
fine.
come
You
on,
spoiled
okay.
Out of
it.
Danny.
It's okay.
It's from the
But
trailer.
that
so
is a
okay.
great point. So Freddy Fazebear is the star, the only star that matters. And you mentioned memes earlier. Are there new Freddy memes that have been going wild? Is Freddy Fazebear's star on the rise since the first movie amongst the gamers, the youth audience, the punks, street trash, all those kinds of subcultures? Is Freddy Fazebear a bigger star now than he was 2 years ago?
He is still, and even with the midst of Wicked, Zootopia, and The Runway, and Avatar, Freddy Fazebear is still on the rise. Yeah, he's going up from like the trend from the beginning of the movie. And like I said, it's not gonna perform like the first one or above it. So it's the star power of this character is still there. Meme wise, I'm not entirely sure. I can only just follow Twitter every day and seeing how the memes work or anything on YouTube. So what I will say is, even if it doesn't make the memes, people knows the animatronics, and Freddy Fazbear included, are the stars. They just want to relive the pizzeria nightmare of Chuck E. Cheese and version of that.
So they want to live in perpetual fear in a pizzeria. So that is.
I love that. I love that Danny's take is that these people want to live in the horror.
Because the first movie, it proves that a ton of people showed up, even non-fans included. So if we're talking general audiences that aren't critics, they just want to relive this again. Like it's an amusement park attraction or ride of Universal. I bet you right now they're gonna make one at some point for Universal Orlando Parks.
Of course.
Let that sink in and take notes, Universal Orlando Parks. Blumhouse, get your asses out there and get Universal Orlando Parks to make these attractions, because that will be a selling point of this franchise going forward.
Should it be a ride or it should be the eatery at the Universal Studios? It should. You could sit down at the table.
Pizzeria.
It should be both. It should be both. Why not?
Both.
Yeah,
Yes.
it should be both.
It should be you're on a roller coaster, the Freddy Fazebear roller coaster, and it's they're all jumping out at you, and you're doing the ups and downs of a roller coaster, and then you pull into the pizzeria, you stuff your face with pizza
As fast as you can.
and then you just keep going. And then it's the biggest height and the biggest drop coming out of like eating half a pizza in the pizzeria.
There you go.
Now,
That's the ride.
this is early because we don't have box office receipts. We don't have any results. We don't know if this is actually going to do what Danny is saying it's going to do. But if this movie, of course, not going to open as big as the last one.
No.
But say it opens to 60, 65.
Yeah.
That's still good.
And it has good legs.
Mhm.
It's
I mean, are we talking, does Freddy
Fazebear.
get an invitation to the horror icons table?
No. I say
Just
no.
to come over for a pizza,
No.
for a pie.
I think that, first of all, you can't have two Freddys. Right off the bat, Freddy Krueger is saying, no fucking way.
Freddy
no
F.
fucking way.
He could be Freddy F.
Nope.
And he could be Freddy K.
Are you out of your mind?
Freddy K.
Krueger is going to be Freddy K.
Freddy
those
K.
are two
At this
different
table, he's
those
the
are
head
two
of the
those are two
table.
different entities at this
He
point.
could be old Freddy.
He's the head of the table.
He's old Freddy,
This
Freddy
is like-
Krueger.
this is like you're telling your dad, who is the head of the table, your household, that he's going to be, what is your dad's first, can we say on air your dad's first name, or is that not, he needs that
Huey.
activity. Huey. And he's going to be Huey L because someone else is going to be Huey T. No, he's Huey at the table.
The
Freddy
difference is-
Freddy at the table.
My dad, Huey, knows about fame and knows the ups and downs, and
No,
he's got enough confidence in himself that he pulls out the mouth harp. Nobody's going to be thinking about Howie T
No. Freddy Krueger is not allowing another Freddy, but this is what I think. If Five Nights at Freddy's a big hit, Freddy Fazebear star rises, they go out for pizza at Freddy Fazebear's establishment.
They go to him.
They go to him for a meal on the house, of course. Freddy Fazebear is comping this pizza to Freddy, Jason, Mike Myers, Chucky in the high chair.
Chucky in the high chair. Chucky in the ball pit.
Yeah, Chucky's in the ball. Yes, he goes to what is the name of the restaurant at Five Nights at Freddy's? It's Freddy's, right?
Yeah, Freddy Fazebear's Pizzeria.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the name.
Pizzeria.
Yeah. So, and Chucky's in the ball pit. They go hang out there. They get free pizza, free apps, bottle of wine,
Classy.
Yeah. That Freddy is doing it up, white tablecloth, the whole thing. But then they leave, and Freddy Fazebear has still got to clean up whatever mess they made, and they're making a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That ball pit, you're gonna have to hose it out.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that I think he has that shot. I think if this movie is a hit, then the horror icons get to go have a comped meal at Freddy Fazebear's.
I agree. I agree. I was gonna say I agree with that. If it's a hit.
If it's a hit. Have you ever been, Danny, to any of the Universal Studios parks?
Never had the chance.
List.
It's on the bucket list, hopefully in the future, but I will eventually.
Would you rather ride a roller coaster, Freddy Fazebear, or do you want to eat at the pizzeria and the horror icons are also eating around you? Would that be like your dream? You know how some little kids, little girls, they love, I got to go to Disney and have lunch with the princesses. Is one of Danny's dreams to eat at the Freddy Fazebear Pizzeria with Jason, Freddy Krueger, Chucky in the ball pit?
I would. That'd be amazing to do so.
Yeah.
I would be down.
That would be great. There's a lot on the line for this Freddy Fazebear this weekend. Danny, can you describe, you said that the memes have been growing, the memes have been continuing. If you could verbally describe, what is one of the best Freddy Fazebear memes that is going around right now?
I guess jump scares, when they pop at you when you're about to get spotted from like a animatronic, if he somehow reaches you, that's what I can think. In general, like pop-up jump scares is one thing I'm thinking of. Like,
okay,
I don't know what other memes we'll make with this movie, but it hasn't been memeful for what I know compared to Minecraft. It hasn't been.
Okay.
So we'll see where it goes. I mean, all I can think of is these funny jump scares is what I'm thinking of.
Okay. So, Danny, and again, no spoilers, but what are the new elements of Five Nights 2 that the fans are excited about? Because this is a movie with a lot of lore, a lot of who is really in who's Freddy's soul, who's related to who. There's all this backstory. What are fans excited to see? Is there a new character? Is there a new something that people are hoping gets revealed? Like, what is the thing everyone's excited about in this second movie?
So there are two different animatronics in this movie. You got one group of new remodeled toy versions of Freddy and the crew. The animatronics. They're like really new modeled animatronics that basically reopened Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, I believe. Okay. And then you got the other ones that are even scarier intensely. When I look at those animatronics, they are called the withered animatronics, the ones that were damaged and broken, and they somehow have like really scary machinery inside their mouths and can be intense. So I heard it's even scarier than the first one, I believe. I hope it's true. And that would be a hell of a nightmare for some cases. But other than that, those are new animatronics. They're the same characters, though, I will say. Yeah. But those are two different animatronic versions fans are looking forward to seeing. So
Freddy's Pizzeria sounds a lot like Jurassic Park.
Okay.
In the sense of they're always reopening it, even though, or at least the island is being accessed when it really shouldn't be.
Yeah. There's always a reason why someone has to visit the island in Jurassic Park. They can't just leave it alone and say, you know what? The world will ignore that island. The same way that, kind of society should just say, we're going to ignore this pizzeria. We're not going to go there. But they just can't. There's always a reason why you got to go visit this pizzeria.
But it seems like it's following that Jurassic template, which we've seen is a stalwart. There is. I don't think there is a more consistent franchise in the sense of interest, other than, when Jurassic 3 sort of didn't do well. But all the other Jurassic Park movies, they'll add like tiny, cute dinosaurs or giant dinosaurs. And that feels like what this franchise will have. If we're blessed with a third one, we might have a gigantic Godzilla-sized Freddy Fazebear, walking around crushing buildings. I mean, that's a possibility if it's going by that template and of Universal. That's who has Jurassic.
Yeah. So Danny described really perfectly the new animatronics for this second movie. Do you find yourself intrigued by what Danny described? These new Freddy Fazebear, there's ones of them being little minis. Yeah. They're going in the mini direction for the second
Not
one.
minis, not small, but minis.
Not
minis. Okay. Just
younger. Is that what you're saying? They're younger.
Like, no, I know. I'd say the toy ones are like the newer. You could say they're like fresh. Yeah, they are young, but the withered ones, you could say they're like old parts, older people.
So the toys, they're the same size as the old ones?
Yes, they are
fresh. Okay.
They're fresh, like remodeled. More color into it.
So remodeled and then the old version.
And then the withered version.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm intrigued. Whenever you tell me there's going to be something that's new and fresh, but also withered versions, I want to see that dynamic. I want to see what happens when Freddy Fazebear new and fresh and sleek and new haircut and new duds, like just look real crisp. And then he's faced with withered Freddy Fazebear. Do they get along? Do they not?
I don't know.
I want to see it.
I want to see it. Good question. I want to see how that works. I want to see how that works. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not really a culture that reveres or respects the elderly, so I don't think withered Freddy Fazebear is gonna get the respect that they deserve.
You think fresh new Freddy Fazebear sends withered Freddy Fazebear to an old age home?
No, I think it's absolutely. Yeah. I think it doesn't want to hear its opinions.
Right.
It doesn't want to hear its stories about the first massacre.
Right.
What does that have to do with me?
Yeah.
I want to massacre the way I massacre.
Yeah.
Why are you over my shoulder? Tell me what to do.
And then just ship them to the old age home.
Yeah, put them in hospice.
Clayton, what would your reaction be if you were face to face with a new, crisp, sleek, cool version of yourself? What would that dynamic be? If you, the version you are, met the new, crisp Clayton.
Hatred on sight.
Okay. Well, there you go.
A doppelganger, you could say.
Yeah, hatred on sight.
Wow.
Yep, that's one way to put it.
Whereas, listen, if I were to meet a withered version of Pat, I would show him pity.
A more withered version of Pat?
No, just a withered version.
Okay.
Of course, the crisp, new, sleek version sitting here. And then if I met withered Pat, I'd jump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
So,
did you see what he did, Danny?
Yeah.
You saw that?
I saw it.
And you're okay with it?
I'm okay. I don't care. It's,
he loves
He doesn't care.
Danny
you don't care.
Danny loves it. So,
we'll see. We see where Danny's allegiance lies.
What about, I got to ask, speaking of Pat, which is me, speaking of Pats, I got to ask.
Did anybody ever do that? I've never done that on this show.
Is it all about the Pat show now? What's going on now?
Well,
I guess so, Danny. You tell me.
I mean,
feeling like the Pat show.
He's the co-host, but
Is this movie going to be the Pat show in the sense of, what about Matt Pat? Now, Matt Pat was a huge deal. He was a huge cameo because he's a video game streamer, right? That is his thing. And he's a YouTuber. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Matt Pat. Made the cameo in the first one, was a waiter. I didn't see the movie in the theater. I watched it day and date on the cock. But apparently in theaters when Matt Pat showed up, it was pandemonium. Is Matt Pat back? And is Matt Pat still relevant, Danny? Is Matt Pat still a big deal?
He is. I'm not sure what cameo he will be in, but he is portraying one of the animatronics in this movie. Exciting. And I'm sure fans know. So
Wow.
I know.
Wow. All right.
This is very exciting.
Wait, is mocap? He's mocap or he's the voice?
I think he's actually. Let me see. I think he's the voice, but let me check to be sure.
So Matt Pat got an upgrade. Evil got an upgrade.
Wow.
In what he's doing in this movie. Now he's actually a voice actor in this film.
I mean, is that intriguing? This is intriguing to me, Clint, because this is a YouTuber. Hey, guys.
Yeah. He's the voice. Hey, guys.
He's the voice.
The voice.
So this is a YouTuber who now is a major voice acting role in the second Five Nights at Freddy's.
I mean, they're putting a lot of stock in this Matt Pat.
I mean, I love it because that shows us a trajectory for YouTubers.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Well, this shows the disrespect for the elder states people. Because what about the angry video game nerd? Why is he not? Is he going to be voicing one of the withered old animatronics? Because you got to respect the elder. He had a movie released in theaters.
He did.
Limited theaters.
But that is about 15 years ago. The height of his fame was probably 22 years ago.
Oh, yeah. So we should just not respect him and not respect all the work he did and just put him on a piece of ice and then just push him into the ocean.
Well, I mean, let's ask our chief video game correspondent, Danny. Angry video game nerd. Does he mean anything to you and to the youth culture? Is he still relevant?
First, I rarely know a lot about this guy, but angry nerd. Look, he doesn't mean a lot to me, and I never watch it often, but I'm sure he means a lot to others. So I don't know about him being relevant to the community of Five Nights. So I just barely know enough streamers, at least like only the big ones, you know?
This is what Chuck D said about Elvis and John Wayne, is what Danny just said about the angry video game nerd.
Yeah.
He never meant S to me.
Yeah, Danny was very diplomatic about it, though.
More diplomatic than Chuck.
Yeah, if Chuck D had said about Elvis, I rarely think about him often. That would have been a nice way of putting it. So Danny, I really respect the way he respected Angry Video Game Nerd by not just fully saying who gives an F.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
I'll never say it to people about streamers. Never.
He
respects the streamer.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like this old Herb.
Yes. Is Herb still an insult on the streets? When we were coming up in the streets, that was, you throw that out there.
Look at this Herb.
Yeah, that was a big one. I feel like that's been phased out. Yeah. Yeah. So
we're not even speaking his language anymore.
Angry
Pat.
Video Game Nerd will probably not be in a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
All right. Well, my interest dropped.
Okay. I mean, listen, I still am happy for Matt Pat because it does give us that goal of the BO boys going from being YouTubers, hey guys, to someday getting to be major voice roles in a universal release studio horror movie. It's there. He set the template of it's there. What about, you mentioned earlier Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard, who was in the first one. Skeet Ulrich was not in the first one, right?
No.
Matthew Lillard was. This is a Scream reunion. So, first of all,
bless you. Raw
Thank
feed.
you.
Raw feed. We're leaving.
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Danny, you caught up with the Scream franchise, right? When 5 Cream and
yes.
6 Cream came out.
Yes, sir.
Are you excited that Five Nights 2 has the 2 original Scream ghost faces together?
There you go again, Pat.
Yeah.
Spoiling
this is
everything.
pretty cool. I mean, hey, this is well, I like it. It's just I didn't realize it was Sing until you guys brought it up. I mean, I know Skeet Ulrich was in this film. I didn't pay enough attention. But yeah, you got 2 Scream actor reunions for this movie. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean,
So.
Clayton, you're a Scream guy.
Yeah.
Is this an exciting element of this? Do you think that the Scream fans, especially you're kind of not super excited about 7 Cream coming out in the spring? There's a lot of sort of wariness from the Scream fans about that movie. Could Five Nights 2 scratch that itch? Skeet Ulrich, Matthew Lillard together in a movie. Could that be something that draws out the Scream fans?
I mean, we got Skeet in the last 2 of the requels.
Yeah.
And we're going to get Lillard in the 7th one. So I don't know if that's, I think if they're on screen together and they get to show their rapport, if, they hit each other with telephones, like in this first Scream movie, that would be big. I think if they play like a Lenny and Squiggy type, goofy doofuses who are bumbling around, then I think I'd be interested.
Okay.
But if they're just 2 characters that aren't around each other too much, like one of them's a cop and the other one is the guy who hires for Five Nights for Freddy's, right? That's
yes.
who he was. He's like a manager.
Yes.
But I think Matthew Lillard is the main antagonist now. By the end of the first one, I think he gets revealed as a big villain.
Frankly, I don't remember. Is that true, Danny?
Yes. He plays William Afton. He is the plot twist of the last one. So
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if Skeet and him have a lot of scenes together, maybe.
Okay.
But the thing is, I didn't see that in the trailer, so therefore it's not inciting me to go.
Right.
If they wanted me to go, then they would do that,
Right.
and they'd have the angry video game nerd. But Pat, they don't want me to go. They want young people to go. That's who they want. They want Danny to go.
Right.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it matters a little bit if I go, but listen, I'm in my mid-40s. It doesn't matter if I go to this movie or not.
Right. It's almost they're taunting you with the whole plot of there being a withered old Freddy Fazebear.
And then 2 of the Scream ghost faces, the original Scream ghost faces, and you're like, what? You're like, oh, and this movie isn't for me?
Right. But does that make you want something even more when it's not for you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I want everything to be specifically for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think that the drop off from the first one to this one is going to be, there's probably some amount of people went to that first one just because they wanted a horror movie and heard a lot of buzz about this. And I do think there's a lot of mainstream non-super fans of the video game who checked it out the first time, either hated it or didn't care, and maybe are not going to come back to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the sort of more mainstream, just going for the horror fans. I mean, the first one, Danny, do you feel like you got enough horror out of the first one? Because that is a complaint I'll say I had, even though I'm not a critic, and I think some other horror fans had.
But you're a gore hound, so that's fine. You don't have to be a critic to say that there wasn't enough horror.
Well, that's the thing. The first one is fairly tame as far as a horror movie goes. Do you think that horror fans maybe are going to stay away from this one because they don't think it goes hard enough?
Yeah, that's the problem with the first one. It wasn't scary enough, so people that saw the first one for the first time never want to see it again, and they're not having much interest in the sequel. Though it's promising it'll be much scarier, I still think it follows the sort of Tomb Raider trap, Scott Mendelsohn.
Yes.
So I think that people that came to see the first one aren't going to see it, but the diehard fans and like still young people are still going to like really see this movie for the horrors of it. Like I got some out of it, but it just wasn't like scary enough. Like, I'm not going to lie. I was like, every time I watch a horror movie, I expect some jump scares, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my heart is going to be just pumping for a second until I expect what's going on. It jumps right there. So with Five Nights 2, I've been hearing more scary thoughts. I think it's going to really be hella scary. Like, I wouldn't sleep on how much improvement this movie has to the last one. So I'd say that much.
Okay.
But is it too little, too late?
Right.
That's the question.
I mean, Danny, he mentioned the great Scott Mendelson's Tomb Raider rap. But I love this episode. Danny is paying homage to the legends.
Of course.
Scott Mendelson, angry video game nerd. He's given them their propers. And that could be the case where even if this movie is better and scarier, people already went to the first one and wasn't scary enough and they're not going to go back.
Horrible Bosses 2, way better than Horrible Bosses 1, and no one went.
Yep. I mean,
same with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the live action.
Yes.
Come Out of the Shadows.
Yes, sir.
Out of the Shadows. So much better. So much better.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly the one ever Will Arnett performance that we would say we like.
So you still claim.
Yeah.
And we won't get into this because it's not the week for it.
I think there's a week for it.
No,
he's got a movie coming out soon.
Is that I didn't like that performance. I just didn't get disgusted by it. You claim as if I was drooling over this Will Arnett performance. I thought he was fine because he was barely in it. And there's so many other good things that I could actually stomach Will Arnett. That's what you mistake for me actually praising.
You loved it when we saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He lies, Danny. He lies.
You came out of that saying...
I haven't seen much of those movies, so trust me, I have not. I can't even tell.
Clayton and I saw it together and he came out raving about this Will Arnett performance.
That's not true. I raved about Bebop and Rocksteady. That's who I talked about.
And Will Arnett,
if
only there was a recording archive of the past episodes or something. Maybe it'll be brought back eventually.
That was pre
podcast years ago.
We would have needed to record just our entire lives 24/7 to have proof of what you said, which is what you did say, that you loved Will Arnett's performance in TMNT 2 Out of the Shadows.
834.
So
maybe have Chris Klemmer. Maybe have Chris Klemmer do this, if anything, the next time. Yes. And if he raves about it, bring it up again.
I'm going to check my website. I'm going to debunk all of Pat's lies on my website. So check my website. Right. Foolproof plan. Check the website.
Always works.
Website right here. Pat, put it here.
Okay. Well, you have to get the domain name. You have a lot of steps to go.
By the time you edit this, the domain will be there, and I'll send it to you, so it better be there.
Right there. Okay.
Right here.
Okay. Got it.
That's a good idea for a website. That's a good idea. That's a good idea for a website.
Well,
it'll be there.
It better be there.
Believe me, something will be right there. So,
right here.
Any other elements?
And then flip it around flip it around a bunch.
Oh, it'll start spinning. The thing I put there will spin.
And then it'll go.
Zoop. Yep. And as you do that hand motion, something will happen there too. So,
it better.
Oh, it will. So, any other big elements of this movie that we haven't gotten to? Any other reason to be excited or dissuaded from this Five Nights at Freddy's? Anything else you're hearing on the streets from the gamers, from the street trash, from the punks and the skaters, Danny?
Well, I'm waiting for reactions to drop. They're dropping later tonight and midnight. So I kind of have a feeling they're dropping this embargo late night to avoid spoilers, or the same kind of thing Universal did with some movie last few months ago, and it was terrible. So
okay.
We'll see. I hope it's pretty decently better than the first. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
We'll see if this is a critic-proof sort of franchise here with how this
We'll find out. Yeah, that's a good point. We'll find out if it's critic-proof. If Freddy Fazebear and animatronics still the stars that will keep coming back no matter what quality.
So is this? But do you see the possibility of a Megan 2.0 here? Is there a chance that this falls so precipitously from the first one?
Impossible.
That
no.
You don't think Jason Blum's going to go on an actor's podcast and mea culpa, and say, you know what? We thought Freddy could handle it. We thought Freddy was a star. Freddy's a bum. Freddy's an effing bum. He should be outside of the fence when it comes to Hollywood, next to Chauncey the Bear, right? Somebody that Jason Blum is denying he even knows. It's like he'll say, this bear, Chauncey, whatever, who I've heard about, but I don't have anything to do with him. And Lao Crocodile. Is that going to happen? Is there a chance that happens to Freddy Fazebear?
It will never, because they got the video game creator of the franchise writing scripts. So if anything, he probably seen that, and he ain't going to make that happen. I promise you. At this rate, if it happens, it's not only under the writer, but it will be also under Jason. Jason gets the blame for that, for allowing this 2.0 to happen. That's different. So in Five Nights, there's never going to be the same way 2.0 ever happens. Trust me. I see that with what the makers of this movie will do. They're giving fans what they want. So they're not going to do something like this ever. You have my word for it, though. But if they do, I'll eat crow. Simple.
Wow.
I'll just eat crow.
He will eat crow if they pull a Megan 2.0.
He'll eat an animatronic crow.
Yes. There you go.
Screw by screw, bracket by bracket. He's eating
bolt by bolt,
gear by gear in my stomach, in my heart.
That's going to be great radio, great YouTube.
Instant death of me for sure. Instant death.
Very quickly, I'm just going to throw out. Give us Danny. What is the youth culture, the gamers, the skaters? What do they care about any of these other movies that are getting wide releases? So just want to get your Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. Is that something that the youth culture is excited about? Taking the 2 Kill Bill movies and making it one 5+ hour movie that you could see this weekend?
Not on the street, I heard. I mean, If anything, they're probably for people that experience the movies. I know in my young era, like no one talks about it, so not for them.
Okay.
And definitely not for the gamers.
Okay. But it is for the withered old animatronic types.
You could say that, yes.
We're excited to see that. Great.
Yes.
Clayton, do you have tickets to see Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair?
I do.
Great. Good to know. Hamnet is expanding wide. Do the gamers and the youth culture care about Hamnet? Or do you guys think that Hamnet should have been a talking pig in Zootopia 2?
Yeah, the second option. I don't think gamers and young people aren't interested, obviously, to that movie. I'm sure average moviegoers in young ages do, but not the gamer culture, no.
Okay.
Well, Danny, so Zootopia 2.
Yeah,
that was a big
well,
smash.
Yes, absolutely. Not denying that.
So do you think the second weekend is going to cut into Freddy's pie, if you will? Like,
I think, it will, because if kids really want to see Five Nights, they're going to be occupied with Zootopia. So it's two sides of that. It's two sides of, do they want to see cartoon animals, or do they want to see live animatronic horrors to relive the moment? The bad life of the animatronics, Chuck E. Cheese.
So do you want to live in a police state that is run by animals, or do you want to be in a haunted pizzeria and be jump scared to death by animatronics is the question.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm of Italian American descent, so I take the haunted pizzeria every time.
Okay.
So one more. There's something called Fackham Hall. It is a British period drama spoof. It's a comedy of stuff, of like a Downton Abbey.
Never heard of it.
It stars Thomas and Mackenzie of Jojo Rabbit. I mean, that's some star power. And it's written by the Carr brothers, Patrick and Jimmy Carr. Who is that comedian and chat show guest, Jimmy Carr?
Well, chat show host.
Okay.
I mean, he hosts a lot of the panel shows.
So he co-wrote a screenplay that I guess is a sort of Naked Gun of Downton Abbey.
That shows how far Thomas and Mackenzie has fallen.
Yeah, where she's basically in the Pamela Anderson.
No, I mean, no. This sounds more like it's a Friedberg, Seltzer and Friedberg level.
Oh God, you're right.
I mean, Pamela Anderson was that's a Paramount release film by a great director.
Yeah. This is sort of this Fackham Hall, as far as spoofs go. This seems like it should star the British version of Brian Callen.
Yes. And this would have been the British version of Simon Rex, would have been in this a couple years ago before Red Rocket.
Yes. Okay, so youth culture does not care about Fackham Hall, written by Jimmy Carr.
They want to see animatronics. When they hear Five Nights on the Street, they want to go live the nightmares. They're not going to care about what's coming out the other side of the weekend. I mean, sure, cut in ties like Zootopia, that could be the possibility, which I think it will. but they want to really enjoy animatronics. They want to live the nightmare side.
I love it. All right, let's get into our predictions then. Let's do it. So, and I love how strong Danny is with people want to live the nightmares. That is the draw at the box office this weekend. So, Danny, you're the guest. So, would you like to go first, second, or third?
First.
He's going for. Oh,
Let's
wow.
Yeah, I'm going to go unpredictable first. So, let me not make it predictable. So,
do it.
All right, let's do it. So, I think Zootopia is going to hang on. It's going to have a small drop. It's just undeniable. Zootopia is having a power right now with this first one and then now to the second one. So I think it hangs on to number one. It's going to be close, but I think it drops around 70s or low high 60s, around close to 70s.
Okay.
That's what I'm predicting.
Okay.
So that's number one. Number two is Five Nights. It's slam doink in number two, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. I'm going to say makes 66.
Wow.
So, like I said, it's going to make under the first one. So, that's not a terrible margin. The budget's even still low. So, it's got 2 weeks. So, it's got 2 weeks for Avatar. It's going to make its money bones easily back to its money. Number three is Wicked for good. Number four is going to be Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And number five, Predator Badlands. Hangs on. That's my top five.
Great top five. Clayton, would you mind if I go next?
Go for it. I think I know what you're going to do.
Number one is Freddy. I'm feeling it. I feel like we're all sleeping on it. And,
I love it.
The trackers are Danny said it's a false flag. It's a conspiracy. These trackers don't know how to measure these gamers yet. So I think it's opening to 68. You know what? I'll just say 69. Freddy's goes 69. And I think Zootopia 2 does about 55, 56, which is less than a 50% drop. Then Wicked is number 3. And then number 4 is the Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And number 5 is Fackham Hall. I'm going Fackham Hall, number 5. I think that this Thomas and Mackenzie spoof of Downton Abbey the spoof heads need something. And I think Fackham Hall's going to give it to him. So that's number 5. So that's my top 5. Clayton,
number one, Zootopia 2. I think it makes 70.
Wow.
I think underneath that,
big bones.
I think it's Five Nights. I think it makes 45. Under that is going to be Wicked for good. And then I think it's going to be, let's see, Now You See Me.
Okay.
And then number 5, Kill Bill.
Yeah.
The whole bloody affair.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
The runtime on that is the issue that I had, why I went Fackham Hall over Kill Bill. Because Fackham Hall's got a nice, tight and right
87-minute running time.
87-minute running time, yeah. So that you get more showings at Fackham Hall in your cinema.
That's true.
Kill Bill, Bloody Affair is at maybe 2 in a day. So that's what's tough.
Yeah.
Going to be a huge weekend at the box office. This is
post Thanksgiving. It's the biggest.
Yes.
That's what I heard. So finally a good weekend after Thanksgiving weekend. So this is great. I thought Universal put this in a bad spot, but not anymore.
Well, Thanksgiving, the weekend after Thanksgiving is notoriously not a good weekend.
Well, it's a weekend where the holdovers
can do
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Release.
That's what I thought it was going to be bad, but Five Nights is picking up, so it should blend well for the next 2 weeks before Avatar.
Yeah, but we found that if people want to see a movie, they'll go no matter what the weekend is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited that this isn't a year where the only movies this first week in December are the Thanksgiving holdovers, where we actually have a big new franchise movie opening on this weekend.
Listen, even if it makes 45, like I'm saying it's going to make, that is a success for this film.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, and it's a success for theaters.
Yeah. No, this is very exciting. Danny, what are the big video game adaptations still to come that the gamers and the street trash and the punks and the skaters?
I'm glad you asked
about?
this question. I'm glad you're asking this question. Okay. Between the two next year, take a guess which one I'm super excited the most. And I have not been stopping raving about it since it got moved. And let me tell you, I believe this is going to be hella massive for the sake of a video game IP. Take a guess.
Mario Galaxy.
Is that next year?
Oh, come on, you guys. Come on.
Sonic? Is it Sonic 4? Sonic Forever? Is that next year?
Zelda.
It's Mortal Kombat, guys.
Oh, of course.
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
I'm crazy about this movie. Look.
That's the big one. You're excited that the tournament's finally happening.
It's happening. Look. I'm excited for Mario. That's next year. That's correct.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. I cannot stop raving ever since it got moved. Sure, I get it. Why they moved it. It's understandable, but it's no matter where you put Mortal Kombat, it would have blown up any given moment, any given weekend.
I'm big on this one too. I'm big on this one as well, Danny.
And I agree on this. When you guys did the fall preview, Johnny Cage is a fucking star. It is gonna be the attraction of this movie. I believe it.
They wanted that character for the longest time to be the star of a movie.
Yes.
The gentleman they cast, Urban.
Yeah, Carl Urban.
Is such a fanboy favorite for everything that he's done. I think this thing is going to be huge.
Wow.
I agree. People
are going to be shocked by this. People are going to be shocked.
I'm going to say this. Do not ever, to all the wannabe boys, wannabe girls, wannabe people, and the Mena fans, do not sleep on this movie. Do not sleep on Johnny Cage, his star power, and the IP. And now it's taking place in a tournament. This is like a summer extravagant kickoff. Now, I know Devil Wears Prada kicks off first week, but putting Mortal Kombat in that slot, that's two different audiences on the side. That's going to be phenomenal. This is gonna blow up in people's faces than what the trackers think. Trackers think. Sorry.
Yeah. Right now, trackers start in. It's time to start in 9 digits.
Mm.
Do not go lower than 9 digits. Yeah, keep going all the way. Yeah, doesn't go to 11 or not. Spinal Tap 3 coming to theaters, but it goes to 9. I think that's what we're looking at for that Mortal Kombat opening.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
As I was saying, okay, so Mario's coming out. Yes, Mario Galaxy, Mortal Kombat. Zach Krieger shot at a retaken franchise, not just retooling, but a reboot, retake shot of Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
When he signed up to do that, I have faith. I don't care how original it is, as long as it's something great out of it. So I'm excited. And the last video game IP, or actually, for now, I'll just say it. Street Fighter is next year. So that's a question mark, but it does have a tournament setting.
Yes.
But I'm not sure how much big it will be since there's no Johnny Cage. So we'll see where it goes. But those are your big video game movies next year. Mario, Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil, Street Fighter. So there you go.
All right, so look forward to that. Of course, email us, theboboyspodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on social media at theboboyspod. Wannabe VP of Insurance Christopher is killing it with these vertical clips. He's also killing people in med school. It's a real debacle over there.
It's going to be a miniseries. I mean, you hope for a movie, but let's be honest. It's going to be a Peacock miniseries.
Yeah. But the main thing is we have his life rights.
Yes.
We do have Christopher's life rights. It was part of him becoming an intern. We have his life rights, and man, we backed into shit with this one that he's a Dr. Death too. So This is great for us. So follow us at the BO Boys Pod. Subscribe to the Substack. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are YouTubers.
Hey,
Hey guys.
And Danny, before we go, anything that you want to plug in Danny World coming up for the Wanna Be O Boys, Wanna Be O Girls, Wanna Be O
People. So I'm now pulled on to YouTube. So this is the best platform I've been playing with. I step away from the podcasting. It's like going to be the thing now where I'll be changing. I still talked about this before in the Minecraft episode at the end. I'm going to change this I screened, you screened 4, number 4 movies to something else and make this a YouTube thing, a hobby, fun thing, and see where this grows out of it. Because it's been working with me a lot throughout the whole month. So it's grown a lot. And look, I haven't built a giant community, but I've been building great subs and views and hella likes. So if anything, expect that coming up by next year, around next month. I'll be changing the name, but I'll still be doing movie reviews. And I'm trying to delve into other topics, or, I'm thinking about doing a box office draft mock-up of summer next year. So that's in the works of that. So I might be doing that. So
I mean, here's the thing with Danny. Expect the unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes,
when it comes to Danny, when you think you know all the answers, Danny changes the questions.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
follow him on YouTube because he is a YouTuber. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey, guys.
And guys, I mean, that is, I got nothing else. I got nothing left to say. I'm spent.
Pat,
Me
you've
too.
said it all.
Yeah.
You've denied more.
Okay.
834.
Not a rallying cry. Don't know what that is.
And there's nothing left to be said.
Great.
Except for,
Oh.
until next time,
We'll
We'll smell
you
you at
the
the
box
box
office.
office. Nailed it. Hey guys.
Hey guys.